Hi, so I'm going to attempt to make one of my mum's really good dishes. I got this crab and I'm going to try and make a crab soup, mum style. Now she's given me the recipe, so I've got all the instructions here. Going to see how this works out actually. So I need 2 crabs, I've got 1 and 2, I've just ripped the other one apart. Need 1 big onion, sliced and diced, spoon of ground ginger and garlic, 2 to 3 chilies depending on how spicy you want it, I guess, 6 fresh tomatoes chopped, a few curry leaves, coriander leaves, 3 tablespoons of cooking oil, some salt to taste, and a litre of water. We start off with a saucepan on low heat, add oil and fry crabs. Okay, I'm back and I'm frying some stuff at the moment. Now, I wasn't told how to clean the crab. Apparently, if you hold it from its butt here, underneath, you hold it from the butt and you just pull like that and out comes the stuff that you're going to cook. And that's basically it. Now, there is some stuff in here which they say is good for the soup when you're going to boil it and all that, but the main meat is in the legs. So I'm going to break off the legs and pop them in. Now this body here, my mum says that there is some meat in it which you can boil. I'm just going to fry it anyway and then boil it. Yeah, looks okay. Looks okay. Now, you're left with this, which apparently you don't use. It's got some meat in it. We can throw the meat in, just make sure we got the meat. But there's a lot of stuff in here, but she said that we don't eat that, so I'm not going to cook it. I'm going to follow what the instruction says. Scoop out the meaty bits. There are people who do eat it. Okay, so I fried the crabs. Can you see? Yeah, the crabs, I fried them. Now then, fry onions for 3 to 4 minutes. Adding curry leaves, garlic and ginger. Stir for 1 minute. Okay, so just until you get a little golden kind of look, I guess. I'm not too sure. Okay, so I fried it, and then what I've done is I've added some curry leaves, garlic and ginger. Then I'm going to add the tomatoes, rinse them a little bit. And I don't think there's any need to cut them because I'm going to... Oh, no. Chop, it says. It says chop. It doesn't say crush. So we need to choppy chop chop. Right, so I'm going to chop them. See, I'm just learning as well. This is a good experience for me as well. It's quite exciting, really. I hope I get it right, but we'll find out soon enough. Right, let's see how the onions are coming along. The onions are looking good. Now I'm going to add the tomatoes as I do them, just so that it doesn't burn over there. Just keep adding them in as I cut them. Now I know my mum's going to watch this. She's going to be the first one to watch this. I'm going to show her first. And there will be some criticism. I did something wrong. And you should have come, Mum. You should have done it. I was hoping you were going to come. So I hope you're feeling better anyway. And your toothache's gone. But really the reason why I'm doing this is because my mum makes awesome Mauritian food, really good stuff, and everybody is always complimenting her on her food, and I thought I'd start off a video for her by doing one of her recipes, and then that would kickstart her into sharing those recipes with you guys, because really it is awesome. So you guys really should try it. Originally we're from Mauritius. I was born here, but my parents are from Mauritius. So Mauritius cuisine is a mixture. It's a multiracial little island in the middle of the Indian Ocean. And it's a multiracial island, and basically you've got people from India, Africa, China and Europe as well, all mixed into one little island. And I guess all their cooking, their food is a fusion of those cultures. So whatever she's learnt has got to be a fusion of all those rich cultures. Anyway, right, then add salt and chilies. So I'm going to do that. Let's add 1 chili. Now I can't add too many chilies, so I'm going to add one of these little chilies. They're very small, but trust me, very potent. So you slice it. I slice it down the middle. So that's the chili. You just chop the top off, and then you slice it down the middle like that, and just use that. Now if you like it really spicy, then you can add 2 if you want. Add 2 chilies. I'm just going to add 1. My mum's also given me some of a homemade crushed chili. We call it mazaval, and what that is basically a bunch of these, not thousands, but at least 20 to 40, maybe 50 of these crushed into this paste, and then she adds her special secrets in there to make it pretty awesome. So now this is what it looks like at the moment after adding all the stuff that I've just told you, and I'm supposed to let it cook a little bit. I'm going to add the crabs and stir for 3 to 5 minutes. So we've added the crab, and we're just going to stir for 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so we're just leaving it to fry a little bit at the moment with all the ingredients in there. Did say to add some salt. Now I don't usually use a lot of salt, so that would be all depending on you, what your requirements are. Now to be honest with you, I'm pretty excited about this because I've never done it, and I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to turn out. Add water and leave to boil at low heat. Okay, so we give it a little bit of a while, just a few more minutes, and then we're going to add some water in there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the water in there. Now that's 1 litre of water. Now we're supposed to let that boil over. We need 1 litre to get the best flavouring, the more concentrated flavouring. 1 litre, and let it boil, and you'll lose some fluid in it. And then obviously, if it's okay, you can add some more water. But I cheated. I added a little bit more water. But anyway, we'll see how it works out. So now leave it to boil. Leave it to simmer on low heat. Until it reaches boiling point. You can see the nicely come up. What my mum said is that if it's not red enough, you can add some paprika, which I did. I added some of this paprika powder, just a spoonful of it, to give it some redness. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start chopping the coriander leaves and leave it to boil. It does say here, add water, cover, leave to boil at low heat, continue to boil until water is reduced Then add coriander leaves and cover. So we're coming up to the last bit now. What we've done is we've chopped some coriander and we sprinkled it over the boiling soup. If you have a look. And there you go. So you just leave it to simmer now for a few minutes and then we'll see how it turns out. So here you go, the final product. Just taking it off the fire. As you can see, it's nice and hot. And also what my mum says is if you make a bit of chutney, so when you serve it, sprinkle a little bit of chutney on top. Now the chutney I can put another recipe, but I'm hoping my mum basically starts doing these videos now and she can show you these recipes herself because her cooking is awesome and I just want to share it with everybody. So thanks mum, and I hope I done a good job with this. I'll let you know later.